Greener Things to Do with Your Yard and Garden by Timothy J. McDonough. I know gardens grow bold with many shades of green, but the most important green isn't a color but a responsibility. Gardens and the act of gardening in itself are obviously very nature-based things, but if you care about your impact on the place you live, your community, and the world we all live in, it's important to know not all yards are treated equal. As humans, we have a history to create and manipulate our surroundings to suit our desires, and more, we're learning the impacts of these human-made influences. What I hope to do is to inform you of and touch upon just a few changes, methods, or ideas you could take on or incorporate into your yard and garden that will work for you and the native environment. One huge step you could make is to really ask yourself how much lawn you use, and then devote the rest to lower maintenance plants. Some of these numbers are staggering, but it's important that we realize that the mass impact that we're making with our lawnmowers and gas and emissions. In one weekend, 800 million gallons of gas is used to mow our American lawns. Gas mowers are also huge emitters of carbon monoxide, volatile organic compounds, and nitrogen oxides, which are all air pollutants. Another great thing that you can do is plant native perennials. Native perennials bring beautiful flowers with no need for wasteful watering or excess fertilizing or anything like that. And the more diverse plantings you make in an area, the more habitat and therefore population of beneficial insects there will be, such as pollinators and other insects who prey on the harmful insects. Planting native plants also eliminates the possibility of planting a new invasive species, which can take over and then start to harm our natural environment. Using harmful pesticides usually only works well in weeding out the weak insects, therefore just leaving you worse off than you were before with a bunch of pesticide-resistant insects that can continue to breed and resist the chemicals that you tried to use to kill them. I recommend an excellent book on native plants. It's called Gardening with Native Plants of the Pacific Northwest, an illustrated guide by Arthur R. Crookberg. And maybe you're a different type of person. Maybe you say to yourself, landscapes are nice, but I devote my yard to vegetable growing. Well, then I suggest permaculture, which is another often misunderstood term. Permaculture is an approach to designing human settlements and agricultural systems that mimic the relationships found in natural ecologies. Modern agricultural, large and small, can be devastating to soil with its tilling, moving, leveling, and overall just unattended soil. It'll tend to erode. When we plant perennials, the roots go deep and the soil stays. It also stays doing what it naturally does and is more likely to remain healthy. A garden with deeper roots means less fertilizers, watering, and irrigation, which is beneficial to our resources use. It also means less packaging, as in seed pouches, plastic seed flats, and all the other future garbage that comes along with the plant and nursery industry. For permaculture, I recommend a book called Gaia's Garden, A Guide to Home-Scale Permaculture by Toby Hemingway. And another important thing we can do with vegetable garden and vegetable and flower growing especially is seed saving. The future is unpredictable, and so the more varieties of vegetables seed there are, the more varieties will have survive when the environment changes drastically. By saving your vegetable seed, you protect diversity and continue a selective chain that has been going on for years now. Also, your own seed means less consumption, which means less packaging, water, and gas used for trips to the store, delivery, etc. For tips on seed saving, I recommend a book called Seed to Seed by Suzanne Ashcroft. And so in conclusion, my hope in communicating this information to you is not to confuse or intimidate you in regards to the world of earth-minded gardening. I only want you to open your mind to methods and changes that reap great results, but do not bring with them the harmful impacts or effects of other more common practices. Thank you.